Hey there everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So in case you are new to my channel, my name is Oscar, and on this channel guys, we talk about personal finance, stocks, entrepreneurship, and just all those little subjects in between, okay? So nothing too wide, but nothing too niche down either. So there are certain topics that you may or may not be interested in. But regardless guys, if you are interested in those topics, then I would consider subscribing if you have not already. But anyways, let's jump straight into the video. So listen guys, on this video, I personally want to talk about how cutting back on expenses will keep you honestly poor forever if you keep cutting down, and that's the only mechanism that you use throughout your whole entire life, is by cutting down on certain expenses in order to either save more money or to pay off some debt or just pay something off in general, alright? And I say that cutting down on expenses is going to keep you poor forever because listen guys, when it comes to cutting down on expensive, it's what I call a defensive strategy, okay? And by defensive strategy, I mean is let's say you come upon a huge debt, huge bill that you have to tackle on. Well, what the majority of people will probably tell you is that in order to knock down that huge debt or huge expense or whatever it may be, to maybe start cutting down on certain things like eating out, watching TV, going out as much, just having fun in general, like to cut back on a lot of the fun stuff that you normally do in order to pay off this huge expense. Now, short term, that may be a good solid plan, okay? Cut down on a little bit of expenses, pay it off, and then boom, everything's fine. But what happens in the next year, 5 years, 10 years, when another huge expense comes into your life and you have to repeat the process all over again by cutting down on expenses again? But what if this time it's a bigger expense? What if it's a $10,000 expense, $20,000, $100,000? Like what if it's an expense so huge that it's gonna take you years upon years to knock it down, and on top of that you have to cut back on expenses on certain things that you enjoy in life just to pay it off? Now I know you may be wondering, but hey man, I mean that's a pretty great way to knock down that expense, right? Is to cut back on certain things. Well yes, it is, maybe short term, but you see, it's screwing you over long term, because if you keep with this same strategy year after year after year, you're always in a defensive position, because guys, you're always going to be cutting back on a lot of things just to pay off certain things, which means you're going to be cutting off on certain things that you enjoy as well. You're going to be cutting off on some of the enjoyable things in life, some of the finer things in life. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, I don't like cutting back on expenses to pay certain things off, okay? And to do this every single year, every single 5 years, 10 years, it's not such a fun thing in my honest opinion. Because you see, the problem with this also guys is that it keeps you in that mindset of a scarcity mindset, okay? It keeps you in that mindset that, hey, instead of trying to make more money or something, let's cut back on expenses and cut back on having fun as well. Now I'm not saying cutting back on fun completely, but for the majority of people it's going to cut down about 60 to 90% of your fun in overall. And you see guys, if you keep this same mentality long term, you're always going to be doing the same thing, being in defensive mode, cutting back on expenses, and instead of going out there on the offense and making more money to pay these things back and not having to cut back on your fun, you're out there, scrambling for pennies, for dollars, to come up with any little bit of pocket change that you can come up with to pay off whatever expense that you have in the future. That's why in the long term, guys, this type of mentality will always keep you poor or never get you rich in the way that you ever want to become rich, or wealth, however you want to describe it as. Because again guys, it keeps you in that scarcity mindset, okay? Instead of making more money, you cut back on stuff to make more money. Well, technically, That's why it's better to be on the offense, guys, okay? It's better to come into a situation where if something huge comes along the way, instead of cutting back on expenses, you go out and make more money, okay? You find a different stream of income to come into your life that you can pay these things off faster without having to cut into the stuff that you enjoy in life, okay? Because listen to me guys, if you can find a way to make more money, not only are you learning a valuable skill as far as making more money, you're also still enjoying your life and increasing your income while doing it at the same time. Now imagine you come into a huge expense that you pay off and you made more money instead of cutting back. Well, now you have even more money to enjoy with your life. So instead of just normally buying yourself one nice $100 shirt or something, now you can buy yourself 10 nice $100 shirts or something, okay? Which I wouldn't advise. I would probably put that more into assets. But you get the point, right? And this is not a scarcity mentality, okay? This is showing you that there's an abundance of money out there. And let me tell you guys that there is, okay? There is so much money out there to be made that you just have to be willing to put in the work do a little bit of research and just hustle it out there, okay guys? Because if you keep cutting expenses for the entire rest of your lives, guys, that's gonna keep you in a defensive mode so long that that's all you're gonna know how to do is cut back on expenses and cut back on your fun. Because this whole minimalism, frugalism lifestyle that I've been seeing around lately, guys, personally, I'm not a big fan of it, okay? It may be for a majority of people who don't want to put in the work and get some more money, but you also risk not enjoying as much of your life as you can also, okay? I would much rather put in some work, make more money, and still enjoy the life that I can without having to cut into anything that I enjoy into life. Which is also the reason why, I'm going to start investing into myself more so that I can make more money without having to cut into anything. Because for the past few years, guys, I've been in that scarcity mindset. And let me tell you, for the past year, and especially recently, guys, I decided, hey, I need to make more money, and I'm going to bust my butt out there to make sure that that happens. Now listen, guys, I don't have nothing against some of you who do want to live this scarcity mindset for the rest of your lives. There's nothing wrong with it entirely, but just know that there's so much more risk to doing that than there is to making more money out there, okay? And that's the point that I want to bring into this video, is that, you gotta learn how to make more money out there, okay guys? Because if not, you're always going to be cutting back on certain things, and that's just really not fun in my honest opinion. But again, nothing wrong with those of you who, are in that defensive mode and would rather cut back on expenses than make more money, because hey, it's not for everybody. And let me tell you, to make more money, yes, you are gonna have to put in more work, but if you can make more money and still enjoy your life at the same time, then why not do it, right? Instead of cutting back and having no fun whatsoever. That's just not cool to me. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I hope I brought you a different type of mindset into this type of game, because that's how the game of money is played, honestly, guys, is through mindset. You have to be able to see it from different approaches, different angles, different points of views. So hopefully I brought you a different point of view that you may not have seen. And as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, do the usual as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, later.